Shall we take a walk together? Let's take a walk and talk together. Let's kind of discuss things. I'm in process mode right now at the moment. And I was talking to a girlfriend of mine I've already shared with y'all on some of my other lives, the Marco Polo app. So if you don't have it, get it. It's really cool. I like it anyway. It's perfect because when something comes to my mind, or I think of something that I want to talk to her about or tell her about, I just hop on and I tell her, and when she's got time, she'll listen to it and respond to it. So anyway, I was talking to her on the Marco Polo app, and just discussing things, and I said, you know what? I told my girlfriend I was going to go live on TikTok 7 days straight. So, I believe this is day 4. Day 4? I'll have to go back and look. Anyway, I talked to her and I said, hey, let me let you go. I'm going to go live on TikTok. Get this off my chest. So, here's the deal. I've joined up with an awesome company, digital marketing company. Phenomenal. I've never seen anything like this before, right? And I'm going through the training. And they give you step-by-step directions, how-tos. The modules are like beyond superb. So anyway, I don't know how many of you are aware of how, what's the word I want? Choosing my words wisely these days. How strong your subconscious is, how powerful your subconscious is. So, I'm out here taking a walk because while I was doing some more of the training and getting things set up, so that I can actually go live with my business, all my old programming came back to head. That negative self-talk. I'm sure none of you ever have that, right? I'm sure I'm the only one out of the billions of people in the world who experience negative self-talk. So I'm sitting there going through this program, and my brain's like, watch your language, Lisa, you're live. Okay, so don't say the F word. Okay, but you put the F word in there, okay, because that's the word that kept coming to my mind. So my brain's like, Lisa, WTF, what are you thinking? Like, you've been an entrepreneur since 1997, and you have yet to make $1 million in 1 year. So what makes you think that this business opportunity is going to be any different than any of the other ones you've ever done? And what makes you think that you're at a skill set or even a level or maturity to learn this whole digital marketing concept of things? Because you're flipping 55 years old. So, that's for the young folk. Those in the late teens, early 20s, maybe even in their 30s, but definitely not for you because you're 55 and you don't know the fly and flip what you're doing. And there you go, investing money with people you swore that you were no longer going to invest money with. You were going to stay away from that group of people. Remember, Lisa? And, they got their money from you, and, they're not really there to help you. That's a lie from the pits of hell, because the person who showed me this opportunity has done nothing but reach out to me every day to check on me, see how I'm doing, making sure I'm doing my lives, making sure I'm posting content like I told her I was going to. So that's a lie from the pits of hell. But, all that negative self-talk, the past failures of my life, just seemed to come to a head. So I'm sitting there at my computer, and my old self is trying to beat my new self up by telling me what a piece of trash I am, how worthless I am, how undeserving I am. And I decided that I was done with the training for right now. It was time for Lisa. I decided that I was done with the training for right now. It was time for Lisa to take. Normally when Lisa takes a walk, she's plugged into her music phone. I have the phone I'm currently using with you for TikTok. And then I have another phone that I consider my quote-unquote backup phone, my music phone, my play it loud, shut the brain off phone. And I decided instead that while I'm on this walk, I'm going to get two birds with one stone, do my live. My girlfriend I was going to do, my accountability partner, do my live while I walk and hash out my brain, tell my brain to shut the F up. Because those are lies from the pits of hell. Because, you see, one thing I've learned in the last 10 months on this journey of self-discovery I'm doing is that we are all worthy. We are all deserving. We are all unique, special people. We all have a unique, special ability. We all have a unique, special story to share with others that will not only encourage them, but will also inspire them. Because we are all also the light in someone else's darkness. So, again, I'm sure I'm the only one out there who has that negative self-talk and, telling herself that you ain't worthy, you don't deserve it, you're a piece of trash, why are you even here, why are you doing this, who do you think you are, what, you think you're better than other people? Pfft, sure, right, sure you are. What, you got an ego the size of Texas? Hell, you got an ego the size of the United States? All those negative self-beliefs that I'm not even sure where I got them from. I'll be honest with you. I'm still on that part of my journey of self-discovery as to why I even believe those lies in the first place. And as I'm talking to you, well, one of the things that comes to my mind is after my parents divorced, my mom's a single mom. She moved in with a girlfriend of hers. Her girlfriend has 2 daughters. And so the 3 of us decide that the 5 of us children, because my mom was a single mom of 3, their mom a single mom of 2, we all decided that the 5 of us were going to put on a talent show, a music show for our moms, right? And the thought that just came to my mind is, I've never taken any music lessons at all. Okay, but I taught myself how to strum a few chords on the guitar and sing a song. And so my part of the quote-unquote talent show that we had for our moms, I was playing guitar and singing a song. Well, after the talent show, my mom basically looked at me and said that I was no good. And I probably should never pick up the guitar again. So, yeah, that would have an impact on a kid. I was probably 13 maybe at the time that happened. And they say between the ages of 10 and 14? I think it's between the ages of 10 and 14 is when we are most susceptible, is that the word I want? To negative thought processes and words that are spoken over us, right? And they tend to sink into that subconscious and stay there and stick there. So if that's the case, that's definitely one contributing factor as to why or where some of, if not most of, my negative self-talk, self-thoughts, self-doubting beliefs come from. So, as I take this walk and share my story with you and hash all my thought processes out, I'm thankful that one came to mind because I'll have to make sure and load this live later so that I can recall that information from my book. But anyway, your words are powerful. Choose them wisely. Choose wisely what you say to another person as well as to yourself. And I say as you speak to another person because even though you might be speaking to another person, you're listening. You're intently listening. So choose words that speak life, not death. And my mother telling me that I had no right to be playing on a guitar, that basically I sucked at it, and to never do it again, obviously has left a huge impact upon me, considering I was like 12 or 13 when that happened, and I'm 55 now, and I still have those negative self-thoughts and self-beliefs every once in a while. So, when you're out there doing something for yourself, trying a new career, new business, new job, new life, new spouse, or staying single, whatever the case may be, give yourself grace and mercy. And learn to recognize those negative thoughts as they come up, those negative beliefs as they come up, and kick them to the curb. Do yourself a favor, just kick them to the curb. Call them as they are, and they're liars. So go liar, liar, pants on fire. And tell those negative thoughts and negative beliefs to take a long walk off a short pier or something. Because I'm here to tell you, you are worthy and you are deserving. We all are. We all are. Each and every one of us has life's experiences. The school of life, I'm telling you, the best school there is out there. So, share your story with someone. Encourage someone. Be the light in someone else's darkness. Because you are worthy. You are deserving. And I am so damn thankful that I've decided to take this walk instead of sitting at home and moping around and entertaining those negative thoughts. This is probably the best decision I could have made for myself today. Take a walk and walk it off. Even though I don't have my music plugged in. That's okay, I don't need my music plugged in. But, like I said, I just wanted to share with you. I just want to encourage you. I just wanted to inspire you to choose your words wisely. Speak life over yourself. Most importantly, over yourself. And definitely over others. Stop being so damn nitpicky. Stop looking for what went wrong. Start looking for what went right. Start looking for the positive impact. Start looking for the silver lining. There's always a silver lining. I'm here to tell you, some of my silver linings I didn't find till years later. But there's silver linings in everything I've ever been through. So, and I'm guessing it's from our school days, going through the school system, the programming. You know, the teacher takes out the red pen or the red pencil and puts a big old circle on there and, you know, points out everything you did wrong instead of everything you did right. It's probably where it stems from. Just my personal humble opinion, of course. But we need to learn to untrain that from ourselves. We need to learn to find the positive, look for the silver lining, speak life, not just over ourselves, but other people, especially our loved ones. And if you're a parent with children, definitely speak life over them. Oh my gosh. From the time that the child is conceived in the womb through age 7 or 10, depending upon, whose research you listen to, that child is a complete sponge. And that child is soaking up everything that is going on around them, everything that is spoken around them, everything that is spoken to them and over them. So learn to speak life. The best way I can put it is like this. For those of you who've seen my lives in the past, my late husband, whom I lost 2 years ago, I'm not sure I've shared this yet already, but he was in charge of a flight school. And I heard him tell one of the students, best. Because so many people get caught up in, oh my kid's got to have straight A's, that 4.0, that 3.8, that 3.6 or higher, or whatever grade point average, right? And my late husband put it this way best. You're here to get your pilot's license. You're here to take your test. And do you know that the FAA is not going to ask you what grade you got on your test? The only thing the FAA cares about is whether you passed the test or you failed the test. So, who in the hell taught us that we need to have a 3.6, 3.8, or 4.0 grade point average? Who the hell came up with that system? Honestly. Especially, my apologies, somebody's out here mowing their lawn. I am on a walk through the neighborhood, so bound to happen. But anyway, different people learn different ways. And for me, I'm an audio-visual. So, if you can help my brain to visualize what I am reading about and studying about, as well as hear someone talk about it, it tends to stick more in my brain. Now, other people are hands-on people. You want them to learn something? They need to have the hands-on training. OJT, the stuff we used to have when I was a kid. Yeah, OJT. The Gen Xers know what I'm talking about. So you have the hands-on people, you have the audio people, you have the visual people, and then you have those that do all three. So who came up with this system that there's only one way to be tested? There's only one way to be graded, or any of that. Lies, lies, lies. Being programmed from childhood for failure. In my humble opinion, that's exactly what that is. So, the next time you're trying something new job, new business, new career, you just want to learn something new, play the piano, violin, guitar, any kind of instrument, you name it. Just learning something new, period, dot. Whenever those negative self-thoughts, those negative self-beliefs pop up, and you know the ones. You ain't worthy, you don't deserve it, you have no idea what you're doing, you have no idea what you're talking about, all that negative crap. So whenever you hear yourself thinking those things, just say it out loud. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Liar, liar, get lost. Because I am worthy, I am deserving, I can learn this, and I am going to be dot, 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 fill in the blank. Whatever. You're going to be a multimillionaire. You're going to be able to work from anywhere in the world. You're going to have the best job. You're going to be at the top of the ladder, whatever. Whatever it is you're trying to learn. I'm going to be the best guitar player, the best piano player. Tell all those negative thoughts to just go right back, straight to hell where they belong. Because they do not belong in our minds at all. And shame on all those people in our pasts who taught us those things. Shame on them, but also give them grace and mercy because they probably didn't know any better. You know, things change, people change, the ways of the world change. We know that for a fact. Probably more than anybody else in this generation than any past generation. So, just take some self-care, some self-love, and kick those negative thoughts and beliefs to the, just kick them to the curb. Tell them to take a long walk off the shore pier. And don't believe them anymore. Just don't. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And if and when those negative thoughts and beliefs become a little too much for you, just do what I'm doing. Take a walk. Take a walk, clear your mind. This is an absolutely gorgeous, beautiful day out here for a walk, by the way. So, anyway, enough of my ranting, raving, enough of my chit-chatting, enough of my sharing. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this walk. I'm still hopeful. I was invited to take a trip with a girlfriend of mine. So I'm not sure how this live thing is going to work for me to do a live while I'm on this trip with her. I'm working out leaving on Wednesday. But I'll post. I have committed to post something every day on my page here. So just keep a watch out. I'll share some of the stuff we're doing. Hopefully to give you a little inspiration, a little encouragement, a little motivation to step outside of your comfort zone and do something new, different, exciting. Live life. We only get one, right? Let's live it to the fullest. You know? Because we're worthy and we deserve it. So again, I appreciate everybody who's popped on. Unfortunately, due to the sun and where it's at, I cannot see anybody's names on here. Yeah, that isn't working very well. But just a huge shout out and a huge thank you. I appreciate all of you popping on here that popped on. And I look forward to seeing you on the next live, okay? Hopefully I'll make it to the beach before I take this trip on Wednesday. We'll see how my schedule allows. Gotta get packed. Got things I got to do. Things to get ready. I'm excited. I was so thrilled when she called me and asked me to go. So just have a few things to work out. And then I'm out of town for a week. Or longer. Shoot, I might just be gone for 2 weeks. Who knows? Anyway, y'all take care. Have a blessed one. I'm signing off for now. And until next time.